Hi there, I'm Richard. I'm just going to talk a little bit about this bike that I've been working on for quite a few years now. It is a purpose-built bike designed specifically for land speed racing, so only running in a straight line. It's not designed for high-speed cornering, but what it does have is incredibly good straight line stability, and that's important when we're looking at land speed racing. A couple of fundamentals with the bike. First of all, you can see it's long, which allows for stability in a straight line. It runs, the center of gravity is, believe it or not, just forward of the center point, especially with me lying on it. And that's designed to keep it fairly stable as well. The center of pressure of the bike, when it's got all the bodywork on, is actually more rearward. So the center of gravity has to always be in front of the center of pressure, and that allows for stability. What we've got here is, if you can see the bike sort of from front on, it's very narrow, and that's designed to cut through the air very easily, and the width of the bike is actually no wider than my shoulders, so it's actually designed around the human body as well. A couple of things that's fairly special on this bike is it's got a hub center steering front end. So what you can see here is it's like a universal joint on a spinning hub, and what this allows for is a swing arm on the front, and this creates incredible strength in the front end, and you can still run suspension, but it allows for no fork flex or anything like that, so it's very stable. We're using the high pressure area as the bike's nosing into the wind, and that's force feeding the ram air system, which actually ram feeds a turbocharger as well, so the bike is actually turbocharged as well, and that's to allow for a lot more horsepower than in its standard form. The frame is completely custom built. It's built from the ground up, and it is designed and built around me and the motor essentially. We've got a few extra special things on here as well. Apart from the fuel pump being in the tank, at the back we run fuel injection, modern fuel injection system, special smart coils as well. We can range the boost as well, right up to fairly high boosts. Probably no more than 25 pounds is plenty. It produces a lot of power already, always in north of 400 horsepower, and it can go up to 500 horsepower depending on how much boost we want to apply to it. A couple of other things, we run little batteries either side. They're obviously the new generation nickel cadmium nickel batteries, auto charging type. They've got incredible good cranking power as well, so this is good. We run Motec systems on the bike, so a Motec dash and also a Motec ECU hidden under there, and also we run a black box PDM on it as well. So PDM stands for power distribution module, and that means you do away with banks of relays and fuses. It's all done in solid state format now and digitally programmed in with the ECU. And apart from that, that's pretty much it for the bike. Standard Hayabusa engine, except for all the internals have been modified to allow for the extra power. A lot of work in there. We run an Öhlins rear shock tucked away right up under there, with a very, very heavy spring in it. We want lots of rigidity. I've actually got a dyno tyre on here at the moment because we're getting it ready to take it down for a dyno tune, but that'll be a separate video that we do. I run a little air shifter on here as well, so I've done away with a foot shifter and just gone solely for air shifter. It seems to work okay, but if it doesn't, I'm going to have to revert back to foot shifting as well. So that's a little bit of an experiment for the bike as well.